with all Master's blessings. Today, the Yoga Day, we are all in a celebration mood. I appreciate, and you have given me an opportunity uh, to make a link with Masters by the Yoga Sadhana. Um, we are all one in union, but separate in objectivity. So I do uh, make a point that ఇది ఒక్కసారి పెట్టండి. కదండి. Okay. So when we are doing the yoga practice as asanas, we should understand what is the yoga. First of all, it's a union, you all know that. For the union, we want to cultivate some kind of good practices. The power of good habit is every time making us to evolve step by step, not at a stretch. So let us make one point that there is not just the yoga, it has some angas in it. We have to practice one by one so that we are into the union. So this union comes only by the process, not just by doing one anga in the yoga. There are many others to understand what is union, that is what is yoga. I wish you all will have the yoga day as every day, not one day, not the celebration of one day. I wish all you have a yogic life every day. So Patanjali, he has given us the Anushasana. He has given the Anushasana means instruction. It is an instruction given by me, or I saw it. You can also proceed. This is what Patanjali says. So here, when we come to the part of Patanjali, he is every time with the conscious mind to be in a proper way. The conscious mind should be in a very profound way. So he gives some tips and some valued points on the practice of yoga. So we know that we are in the physical plane. We should know that we are also the astral, because all the emotions work on us, and then we go into the mental plane, then the buddhic plane, then the experiential plane, then the subjective experience, and the conscious experience. So if we want these to be happen in our daily life, you should every time look into what you have to do. There is a process to do. So yoga is a simultaneous consciousness of mind in all planes of existence. So the way we practice the yoga is to evolve at every degree. So people are going into the yogic practice. When they speak about the yogic practice, each one of them understand in a different way, because there is an evolutionary degree for every person to understand. So I understand in a different way. Everyone has their understanding at their degree, according to the evolution. According to the evolutionary degree, they understand the things better and best. So now the control on the conscious mind is called the yama. So this is one of the fold that Patanjali has given us. So when we are into the yama, we are in the rectification process. So we are controlling, having the mind to be controlled, having the physical to be controlled, that is the blood in you, and all the tissues, cells work in a very nice way. It is called the yama because you have to rectify the physical plane. If there is no rectification on the physical plane and the mind, you cannot sit for some time to do the yoga sadhana. So the first step has to be taken care. No, you should not deny that. So the next is the control on the subconscious and unconscious mind. That is called the niyama. Niyama part comes with the control on your conscious mind, subconscious mind, unconscious mind. So then comes the stability where we can make ourselves comfortable, which is called asana. So now we are all practicing asanas to make ourselves stable. Otherwise, you don't listen to anything, you don't concentrate, you cannot make anything a kind of practice with your own control. Because I cannot control you, you only have to control yourself. So there should be a stability, which is called the asana, what you are doing now. So then comes the pranayama, consciously doing the pulsation. You should do the pulsation consciously. So, which is called the pranayama. The first four things, which are yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, when practiced well, when you got the hold on them, the next things will get taken care by themselves. First four steps should be practiced very well, just like the practice in music in the fundamentals. Otherwise, there is no chance and there is no way to understand what is yoga. Yoga practice is not yoga. Okay? You are practicing yoga, that's it. That is only the anga or a part of it. It is a yoga practice on the physical plane in these four things: yama, niyama, asana, pranayama. So then goes into pratyahara, which is converting the object into subjectivity. The object is the person, the subject is the God. So now, when you come into pratyahara, you can make yourself so comfortable and make a conversion in your mind that I am the subject, I am not the object. This is the practice goes in the pratyahara. Then comes the dharana, which is called the contemplation. You should contemplate on the subject, very focused. You have to figure out every time, at every sense, the subjective point. Then comes the dhyana, which is called the meditation. Then comes the attainment, samadhi. So all these things will be taken care if you do the first four steps well. You will understand step by step. You will evolve degree by degree and make yourself comfortable to be in the yoga. So every day is a yogam for us, not just the day of celebration as one day, as yoga day. Okay? All our ancestors, all our ancient psychologists and scientists, they know the power of the habit. That is why they made a beautiful form of eightfold steps. They practiced it, they experienced it, and they gave it. Without any experience, they never gave. And in yoga practice, each one of you will have a different kind of experience. One differs from other. Everybody are not same. Okay, everybody doesn't have the same kind of experience. Everybody doesn't have the same old kind of expression. Each one of them express in a different way and experience in a different way. But all these things lead to the union into God, into the subjectivity. So when you're the subject, you are learning about the subject. So God is liking so much as you as subject rather than the object. That is why the yoga sadhana have to take place in every individual, if not in this birth, can be in the next birth. But you are sure that you have this birth? Yes. So you need to start the yoga sadhana. So celebration is forever. Our celebration is forever. It is not for a small moment because we always know that we are subject, we are consciousness. So, how sweet the life goes. So, it is a yogic life rather than just a life. It is so lively to live the life. So, you make the life beautiful, even if you are having so many sorrows, worries, anything. You take it in a very positive way. Because if I don't have that negative things, I cannot do any kind of practice. I cannot get the detachment. I cannot make the environment passive. I should make the environment passive. During the sadhana, you are making slowly the environment passive. You are going into the subject. You can just make a point. You have a pen and a paper with you? No? Those who have, come on. Put a point, draw a circle. Around that point, draw a circle. Just a dot and then a circle. The point is the subject. The circumference is called the object. The subjectivity and the objectivity. So we are alert in objectivity. We will be aware in the subjectivity. Is it not? The point is God, and that the circumference is the creation. Where are we? We are on the circumference. So when we are on the circumference, what do? We always look into the point. Is it not? Stand on the circumference and keep on looking. Where do we look? We look to the center. Isn't it? So when we perceive it in a very nice degree in the evolution, you know that there is no circumference, there is only center. So center everywhere, circumference nowhere. Am I confusing you? Happy to know it? Okay, nice. So this is what is yoga. The perseverance in you, the degree of evolution in you makes so much of difference in your daily life. So the practice of yoga is on the daily basis rather than on the yoga day. So now we have three gunas within us: the pious, the dynamism, the inertia. So these are in the triangle. Draw a triangle. And keep the pious on the top, then the dynamism at the other end, and at the other end you can put it the inertia. Okay, poise, dynamism, inertia. Okay, good. So you put the poise as experience. Okay, you put the tamas or the inertia inertia as experiencer. Then you put the inertia as experiencing. So you see how it is? It is a triangle. So when we are into the poise, we are in the experience. When we are into the inertia, we are experiencer. When we are into the dynamism, we are experiencing. Okay? You can place anything like this. The knower, the knowing, the knower. Okay? Anything can be placed like this. This is what is happening within us. This should be perceived at every point of time, which is called the yogic life. This yogic life can be perceived from sound, which is called consciousness, from sound, color, which is called thought, and the other thing is sound, color, shape as thought, I suppose. Shape as thought, and color as vibrating. Sorry, excuse me. Color as vibrating, shape as thought, number as potency. Okay? When God wanted the creation, he said, let there be sound. There was sound, which is called Om. So sound is consciousness. Only through sound, we are all learning all these things. Is it not? Yeah. So now, when you want to perceive God, you can perceive God from sound, from shape, from color, from number. So these are the best things to make yourself more perceive things around you and make the objectivity passive. So when you look into yourself, something will happen. If you look into the object, nothing happens. You should close your eyes when you want to look into yourself. Don't open your eyes, because subjectivity is there. The subjectivity is there. There is no subject over there. Even if there is a subject, you're not having that kind of perseverance to perceive that. Understand? You got my point? Yes. So the repair of the vehicle should be done while you are using the vehicle. What is that vehicle? Your body. That is what is Patanjali's wish, or Master CVV's scientific yoga refers. You should every time repair only on the physical while doing the jobs, while doing the works. Don't stop the work and say, I'm doing yoga sadhana. You cannot. There is no kind of that type of yoga sadhana. Even when you're doing your office work, doing your home works, household works, doing shoppings, doing anything, walkings, you need to be in the yogic state. That is what is the yoga. The yoga is nothing but every time consciously being in the consciousness. The mind consciously have to put on the conscious. So that is the ultimate, purpose of life. Now you people say, what to do new? Okay. If you see into you, some new things will come. If you look outside, no new things are there. because it is nothing but the object. One flower vase comes and another flower vase comes. You say, come on, we will buy that. And another thing, other thing. Things are there, but there is no proper perseverance from those things. So that should be made passive. I don't say objectivity is bad. You understand me. Matter is never bad. Even the matter has come from the spirit. You obey that? Even the matter has evolved from the spirit. So what it have to go do? The matter have to again go into the spirit. It is every time starving to become spirit. So you need to make a soul journey. That is what I am telling you, to evolve in the degree of awakeness. From alertness to awareness. This is what is yoga. So only doing asana, never think that I am doing yoga. Don't say. I am doing asanas. I am practicing the asana part. Why? I want to make my physical fit, mind to be stable. Because of that, I am doing the asanas. You should know the asanas names. Okay? Slowly you will make the mind to be stable. Now what are you doing? You are listening to the mind. I want you to command the mind. You have to command the mind and let things go on. As your mind says, you're keeping on doing, and something is happening which is making you feel bad, where there is no awareness. That is why so many devotees like Ramadasa, Tukaram, Tulasidas, Annamacharya, all of them, they wanted to perceive on the sound by doing the Ramanama. Rama, 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 Rama.